Hey everybody, it's BassingGal. So I wanted to check in with everyone tonight because it is actually Christmas in July in Kentucky for BassingGal. So yeah, I don't know what all that's about, but anyway, so for all the time that I've been with the fishing family and been on every single episode of, or tuned in of the fishing family and MJ's fishing and all of that stuff, I've never won a giveaway from Jack's Lures. And you guys know Jack. He gives away, or he donates a lot of stuff to be given away. And I never win anything. If everybody also remembers, I won the Mueller report. I won the Mueller report. Yep, I won the Mueller report. I think it's still in Boston, but I won it. But I haven't won anything from Jack. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I have a box full of stuff now, so we're good. So I'm super excited to share this. And so I'm going to show everybody what I got and kind of go over real quick, like what I plan to do with everything. So the first thing I'm going to use, or that I'm going to show you, is the 2 crankbaits that I got. And these are very similar. It's 2 different sizes. This is the crankbait. If you see it, it's blue on the bottom and it's black on top. And then blue on the bottom, and then black on top, and these have some blue flake on top as well. And one of my favorite parts to these is, if you look, these actually have a black bill on them. And for my spinner baits, and a lot of times even for my chatter baits, depending on the watercolor, but most of the time I really like to have color on my blades, or at least one of them. I've just done better with that. So I'm really excited to try out the color on the bills, because I've never done that with a dark colored crankbait before. And so when I was talking to Jack about that, I was all in. I was super excited to try that on this, because here in Kentucky, we have all kinds of different colored, as far as clear to, I wouldn't even call it stained, I would call it chocolate milk. But the further south you go, typically it gets a lot clearer. Like Lake Cumberland is gin clear. And then I live in northern Kentucky, not far from Cincinnati, so we're closer to the Ohio River. And so a lot of the lakes up here, and then I also fish the river, literally you can have coffee with cream and dump your coffee in it, doesn't even change the color in the water. So I love the darker crankbaits in that kind of water, and I'm so excited to see if this dark color and having the color even on the bill might change something. So I can't wait to see this. So on Sunday I have a tournament, and you will definitely see one of these tied on. I'm probably gonna go with the smaller one, because the water temperature is so hot. It's between 89.5 to 91 degrees, fluctuating. But you might see both of them tied on. So go with that. And then the other thing I got, and it's actually the same thing, it's just 2 different sizes right here, if you can see those. And this is a double propeller bait. If you see, silver belly, and then it's black with a little bit of blue flake, and then let me show you here. See that yellow eye? Front propeller, back propeller, trapper tackle hooks, trapper tackle on both of them. And you know, Jack, I know that a lot of people know, but for those of you that don't know, he hand carves these. He, you know, they're made from, I believe it's red cedar wood, from Missouri. He sands them down. He lets you customize it any way that you want, all the way down to what color eyes do you want me to put on here, which I just think is phenomenal. So the amount of care and time that it takes to go into these is unmatched. And what I am loving and cannot wait to try about these two baits right here. I don't know if anybody has ever fished a devil's horse before, but I used to throw that a lot, and you know, and I really just don't throw it anymore, and I don't know why, because I've caught a lot of fish on it. But it is a topwater bait, and it is a front propelled, back propelled, similar to that, and you know, it causes a lot of topwater action. And you know, the reason that I actually stopped fishing it is because I could not get the distance out of my casts. They're really light. They're, you know, I mean, you can get them in different sizes, but they're kind of long, they're thin. Even with the propellers on there, they just didn't have a lot of weight to them. You know, like if it was even just a kind of a light wind, even if there wasn't a lot of ripple on the water, you just couldn't throw the devil's horse very far. And so with the amount of topwater options that are out there nowadays, I just kind of stopped throwing them, even though I caught a lot of fish on it. So when I saw these, I was so excited. And if you've never held a Jack's lure in your hands before, the first time that I actually held one in my paw was in Cape Cod, because Monster had a bunch. I don't know why I didn't take that box with me, but anyway, I didn't, because I'm too honest. But they're very heavy, and for distance and, you know, wind and stuff like that, I mean, I just don't know how you can beat that. So I'm super excited to try that too, because it's got the double propeller. Man, I'm excited. And now this one. Okay. So I've never tried anything like this before. I don't even know what to compare this one to. I'm not even lying. So I'm just going to show it to you, tell you what I'm going to do with it, and I'm not even going to sleep on Saturday night. And nobody that I fish with on Sunday is allowed to see this. And I'm sure they'll see it on Sunday, but look at this. Look at that. The same care, hand carved. And then look at that. This right here, that's a buzz bait. That's the same buzz bait thing. And then you got these little beads right here. They're like, look at that. It's gonna jingle, it's gonna hit right there. It's gonna cause all kinds of crazy action. And then you got how big that is. And then you got this little jingler, this little spinner thing that's gonna spin under the water to create that extra flash. And then when something hits this, first of all, I mean, they're going to grab it. And then look Look at them hooks. That is a trapper tackle. They ain't getting off. And so I am so excited. Oh, I'm sorry for the colors. I'm so excited. Okay, so that is like a green on the bottom with a little bit of sparkle, and then on the top it's like a black with a lot of green flake too, and then I got them yellow eyes. Oh man. I'm sorry. I know this video is taking forever, and I'm so sorry. But you just can't do Jack justice. I'm serious. But that bait for